Okay, today's video is going to be rather short. I'm not feeling all that thrilled about it. Well, not feeling all that great about anything. Uh, it's a continuation of the TNT cannons from last week because I got two questions from it. So this is the basic cannon I did last week. Simple function. Okay, now one of the questions I got based on last week's was what I meant about the slab. And here you can see the front block is a slab here, whereas over here it's just obsidian regular block. The reason for this is that when the TNT is lit and it falls down onto that slab, then it's lower, well, unless it hits that lip, but it tends to be lower so that it gets a more direct fire and less of an arc, which if you're fairly close to your target, that'll gives a greater chance of a direct hit instead of accidentally overshooting. So you see it actually hit that chest right there and blew up there. So this is the same one as I had 6 of here last week. The other thing somebody asked is if you could fire multiple TNT. So this one's got 2 TNT here. And I wasn't sure why somebody would want that, but after having played around with it a bit, I found a good reason. You get a shotgun effect. So putting multiple TNT down range, you can hit a wider area more aggressively. So in this case, it keeps getting stuck on this lip, which is random. So it ends up getting flung over there, and then the main one goes forward. Now this one's got 3. I'm sure there's probably a more efficient way to do this, but when I was just doing this to see if it's even possible, got a kind of a spaghetti octopus arm thing going here. But this one will fire 3. And again, they sometimes get stuck up on the lip, so 2 went way up and blew up in the air, 1 went forward. I got a couple really good shots off this earlier when I was toying with it. So that one actually took out some part of that sand wall over there. Now, these extra strings you see going off here are not actually doing anything. They're just leftovers from last week. I cannibalized last week's work. Now this ugly thing, when I was trying to figure out ways to go beyond 3 without getting completely obnoxious, this was one of the firing mechanisms I came up with, and it's definitely not refined. It's has a problem, but this is a proof of concept, something that somebody could toy with. But pushes the redstone out, they all drop down. So this would be an alternative that you'd slap onto the side of this, so that you got your TNT 5 or 8 high here, and it pushes the blocks over, ignites them all. About a full second after, it ignites the ones in the canal, just like this does already. The problem with this one is all the blocks don't retract. So in order to rearm this one, you'd actually have to come in here and break these blocks and then put them back in again and then fire it again. So very slow reload time on this concept. But I was trying to figure out a way where one could actually have 5 or 8 high and really get a scatter spread on it. And this is the best I could come up with. So to answer the 2 questions that I was given, the half slab provides a lower firing arc, and yes, it is definitely possible to fire more than 1 TNT at a time. though in order to do so, the machine tends to get a little hectic. And both of those would have practically hit in the same spot if they hadn't been deleted because of this townie thing. But there you go. There's the answers to the 2 questions. Now I'm going to upload this and take my ass to bed.